Now a warning.
Now a warning?
Fishing around on eBay for Apple II stuff can lead you to make a few wild purchases. So let's see what's in this box. What's that? Let's get some more paper out of here first. Okay, well, let's see what this might be. I hear screws bouncing around in it. Well, what have we here? It's got a disc in it too. Donkey Kong and Stargate. Nice. I don't have a jacket for that, so I'll just put it in drive. Probably be safer in there. Alright. I'll hand this off to my lovely assistant. Well, let's see what we got here. Oh man, look at this. Now you young folks won't understand this, but I've wanted one of these my whole life. Alright, so here it is. A bona fide Apple IIe. How about that? This is a real keyboard. It's not no fake keyboard. And look at here. A bona fide 8-bit powerhouse of a computer. I'm looking at the machine and I don't see any obvious damage, like, you know, missing chips, broken board, broken pieces off the board, anything like that. So these are good things. I'll tell you what else I'm seeing. This thing is dirty. So how about we show a little love and give it a little wipe down before you get started. Alright, so we gave it a wipe. Now, as I have come to understand, the first thing you want to do with these things is remove the power supply and change the capacitor. The reefa, right? Reefa capacitor. In slot 0 is the 80 column card. We should probably take that out. Yeah. We'll take that out and put it up on the bookshelf where it'd be safe. And then we got the Grappler Plus card. A buffered Grappler Plus, mind you. So we'll give this a few rocks and rolls and she should come out of there. Okay. And then slot number 6, we have the floppy disk controller card. So now that we've done all that, and everything faces to the right, so we can't make that mistake anyway. I guess you could screw up this one. If you really tried, I suppose you could screw this one up. Pretty much. The other two, they're not going to fit the other way around. Just good to make an observation. Ginger Poppy, what are you doing? So anyway, right out the gate, we know we need an I key. The cap is gone, but I don't know if the switch is good or not. It looks like the post coming off the switch is broken. It won't hold the cap. So I'm probably going to have to pick up a switch and a cap for the I button, at minimum. Now, okay, that's loose. And I don't see any plastic pieces flying. And see, you got these guys here are beveled, and these guys here are square. So it's only going to go in that connector one way. This is Apple 82. Let's get this power supply out of here so we don't pop that capacitor first thing. We'll see if we can either ruin this thing or fix it. So let's see what we can do here. It looks like probably this screw here and this screw here hold the power supply in. So let's just give her a little flip here. Okay, we're missing a foot. The list is growing, isn't it? So my question at this point is, these other two screws probably go to this too. Yeah, they do. It's just not trying to fall out of there. Now with all that done, as soon as I loosen my grip, it really ought to fall apart. Let's try not to let that happen. Okay. And we have our power supply loose. Give it the old tilt action here. Pull it on out of there. Alright. So with that done, we can get the Apple IIe out of the way. Alright, so let's see what we got to do with this. Does it have the big warning? It's like here, like here. Okay. Under no circumstances is this case to be opened. This power supply is not user serviceable, and there are dangerous high voltages inside the power supply case. In the event of difficulty, notify Apple Computer or your dealer for prompt service. So I'm going to say a little disclaimer here. I am a grown man. I do what I decide to do. I'm not saying you should do this. So under no circumstances am I to be held liable if you watch me do this and then go forth and hurt yourself. Understood? I'm really showing what I'm doing. I'm not showing you what you should do. So let's see here. Kind of looks like we take out those screws and the box kind of hinges open. Maybe. I don't know if I need to take these screws out or not. So there's only one way to find out. Let's just jump in and see what happens. And I'm going to need a different screwdriver. Well, that's a fit. That is a fit. Alright, there's that. I'm thinking that that bigger screw is probably going to be like a ground wire. So I really don't think I should just start twisting on it. But we might have more soldering to do than we thought we did. So we'll see what happens when we start to open the box, if we have to jump in and mess with that. You know, if I had any sense, I'm sure I would have spent it. Probably on eBay. There's that. I like these little iFixit screwdrivers, but you don't get the torque you get with a larger one like this. You know? You get a good workout trying to twist screws with this thing, little bitty thing here. Alright, well, it looks like it's trying to fall apart. Oh, okay. Now, see, I would have thought this was the top. And maybe it is. Alright, well, let's look at here. None of these caps are bulging. That's a good thing. So there's our 0.1 microfarad, and it's an X type. This is a good thing, because that's what I bought. And yeah, as suspected, that is a ground bleed there. A little crusty. Okay. Doesn't seem to want to come off the board, so we'll take it off here. I don't think any of these caps are still going to be hot, but we'll try not to take any chances that that might be the case. Okay, there's the brown wire. This blue one goes over here. should have the board disconnected from this. Please don't snap the bubbles while I'm recording or moving. Thank you. This guy's such a jerk. Won't let his wife have any fun at all. Let's see if we can get those screws out of there. 2. There's 3. Okay. Oh, there we go. And then once that's out, you can do this. Once that's out, you can do this. Oh, yeah, that ground wire. Okay, let's get that in. Okay. Let me just bridge all these capacitors to discharge them all. Particularly this one. More caps over here. Okay. So let's get down to the business at hand here. So this is the culprit right here. This is the one that likes to pop. We're going to replace that with a shiny new one. How about that? So yeah, I got a cheap soldering iron. But actually, I bought a few things for this project. First of all being, I bought these capacitors. Right? We're going to need a 0.1 right here. This will be the one we'll replace right here. The 0.1, and it's an X. And so these are our X2s, I believe. And it's a 0.1. I should be in this bag. It was supposed to be when I ordered it. Okay. It'll be these two right here. The soldering iron's starting to stink. I guess that's a good sign, huh? Okay, I got the desoldering braid, right? Now, Yanbita, he says you should mark the one you want to desolder or whatever, so we'll put a little mark here. The marker will mark, and that way you don't get confused and mess with the wrong piece. So there's our little marks, and we will set about the business of desoldering these two pins. I should probably cut that off and get some clean desoldering braid, huh? We'll just set that aside. I wasted some. Oh yeah, that cleaned it up nice, man. Okay. So that's good. All right. That wasn't so bad. Let's see what happens with the next one. There you go. Soak that up. Soak it up, baby. Soak it on up there. That looks pretty saturated. Let's cut it off and get another one. Oh, well, that's nice. Hopefully that won't start a fire. I think we got the solder out though. Looks pretty good to me. So the next thing to do, we'll straighten that leg and see if this dang thing will come apart. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's wiggling. Yeah, it's wiggling. It's wiggling. It did. Nice. So I guess once it's out of there, probably a good idea to run the braid one more time. Make sure we get it all off of there. Oh, that's nice. It's very nice indeed. Okay. Okay, that's a 0.1. If you look at the holes in the board, it looks like it was kind of set up for these smaller form factor ones too. So we bend the legs so that it stays up there. Let's see, we get our flux pin. Flux on here. Flux right there. That's pretty. Let that harden up a little bit. That looks pretty good to me. Maybe a little better peak here would be better, I don't know. That's nice. They're supposed to look like upside down funnels, huh? And that they do. And I didn't solder across any traces that aren't supposed to be connected or anything. Okay, well I guess we're going to call it done. I got to clip the leads, of course. And just remember how it all goes back together, everything will be lovely. This fed in like so. Alright, well, it's back in there. Let me unplug the soldering iron. Hopefully we won't get burned by all this. This goes here. And with that, look at that, I cracked all the paint on these things here. I think they're going to know that I voided my warranty. Anita, do you think I voided the warranty here?
Yes.
Alright. The one that wasn't pink went on the bottom. I remember that. The one that was blue went over here. So then we just got to reattach the ground. Okay, there's the washers. So we're just looking for the screw and the nut. Huh? Put these caps back in here for future use. Like right after it goes pop because I put it in backwards or something. I couldn't find any kind of polarity markings, and it is an AC circuit, so I just kind of tried to match it up with the way the original one came out, as far as the way the writing was. But I think that's a pretty weak way to do it. I don't think it's going to be reliable. So hopefully it doesn't blow up in our face, literally. Alright, next. Lo and behold, I do believe I found our parts. How about that? Put these away. Gonna need those. all the other apple IIs we fixed, huh? So let's get that screw and nut put back in here. Get away from me. Stupid magnet. That goes there. And there was a lock washer. Here, we'll use gravity as our friend instead of our adversary. Okay, now the nut. Alright, I got it started. How about that? And that was ugly. We didn't give up. We got through it. Hopefully it wasn't all just for smoke to go poof as soon as we plug this thing in. So, turn it this way. Ah, there it is. So we can just get it to turn so it stays together. Nice. That's how it goes. That'll work. Okay, let's put the bottom back on. Let's get this guy. It likes to round up the screws. Let's let it. Yeah. I know this thing's good for something. Let's see, we need this one, right? Let's start all the screws loosely and then tighten them up after we get them all in, as we do. Nope, that one. Just kind of rock it on in there. Put your rocket on in there. Right towards there. Plug that back in. And we just gotta put the screws in, it'll be good. So we need the 80 column card. That's got to go there. Alright, next thing we're going to need to do, kind of a corroded mess back here. Alrighty, so the next thing we'll do is we'll get our little dealie here out of the box. And this is supposed to convert composite video to HDMI. I've never tested it, so it'd be interesting to troubleshoot this should this not work. I guess we could plug the TV game into it and see if it works with that. Let's see, how should we do this? Probably should just do a smoke test. Turn it on and look for smoke. Huh? It doesn't smoke us out. When I turn it on, I turn it back off and see if we can connect video to it. That seems like a plan. Alright, that's off. Turning it on. Ooh, we got a beep and a light. And no smoke. How about that? Got a light on here. You catching that? A light there. You got a red LED here. With that done, I guess we turn it off and see if we can get some video. Of course, I'm not going to leave you on such a sad note. It's going to be all right. Hey, this way we get lots more projects. We can make lots more videos. You get to troubleshoot. Just think, if that thing would have worked, what would we do? Play Frogger, fix the I key, and let it gather dust in the corner? Nah, it's better this way. Hey, we'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all take care.